Hi everyone, today I would like to tell you a 10 short talk on audience. The number one, the speaker welcomed the audience introduction to economics. The textbook for that course, economics for the new millennium, and he said it were available at the university bookstore. Next, he commented the price were a bit steep, however, it were well worth it. After that, he ordered bring your books to the next class. There would be two exams, a midterm and a final. Finally, he said they would write several short structured papers. The conversation 2. First, the speaker suggested audience aware of their return policy and didn't accept any return from customer without a dated receipt. Next, he suggested making sure all return items were in good condition before accepting them, and checking the item carefully because we had had problems in the past with customer return damaged goods. Finally, he reminded we issue store credits, not cash for return. If they receive complaint about us, please let him know. The conversation 3. First, the speaker said to the audience they had reached Dr. Gabbard's office. Next, he suggested hanging up and calling an ambulance if that were an emergency. And he suggested calling back during their regular office hour. Next, he said they were opened from 10 to 6 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 12 on the first Saturday of each month. Finally, he said they needed to make an appointment because they didn't accept walk-in, and thanked the audience. The conversation 4. The speaker reminded the passenger that they would be landing shortly, and he suggested checking to make sure all seat belts were fastened and asking the passenger to turn off all cell phone and recording devices. Next, he said that if there were anyone with small children requiring extra assistance or anyone need help getting to connecting flight. The conversation 5. The speaker said that the following was a public service announcement. brought to the audience by radio exquisites. Because of the drought, government official was asking or city residents to conserve water, and residents were asked not to fill their swimming pool or water their garden until further notice. Next, he offered the government was asking residents to do that on a voluntary basis. Although if the situation becomes severe, it was possible that fine would be imposed. Finally, he asked to stay tuned to radio XYZ for all the latest updates. The conversation said. First, the speaker thanked the audience for calling the city hotline, and their information shows for all city events. Next, he commented for theater schedules and ticket orders. Press 1. For museum information, including information on special exhibits, the lecture series at the Art Museum, and the Forest Film series at the History Museum. Press 2. After that, he suggested hearing about upcoming sport events at the city stadium. Press 3. Finally, he offered to speak to an operator. Please stay on the line. The conversation 7. First, the speaker told that the audience the History Museum were their last stop that day, and they would spend 2 hours there. Next, he commented recorded tour was available at the front desk for a small fees, and he also had free informational brochure about the permanent exhibit for anyone who was interested. After that, he suggested asking to return to the bus no later than 5:30, and the bus would take 2 hours to their hotel. Finally, where they would enjoy dinner and an evening program. The conversation 8. First, the speaker said that they had heavy traffic that morning because of a car breakdown on Route 1 near the airport. Next, avoid routine one if as possible, and road construction was slowing traffic over the city bridge. Finally, he suggested preparing for a long slow the ride to work that morning if they could take the bus or subway. The conversation 9. First, the speaker suggested looking to hire a skilled computer technician and wanting to hire a technician who had been trained with state-of-the-art equipment. Next, he said he told that graduates of the Computer Technology Institute were highly trained and skilled technicians able to handle all their routine technical problem. Finally, all institute graduates were eligible to become certified computer technician. The conversation 10. First, the speaker told that buying a house could be confusing, especially in that day's market. Next, the first step was obtaining a loan from the bank. To apply for a home mortgage, they would need to get the necessary paperwork from a bank official. After that, he offered they would have to have proof of their income and financial assets. Finally, that would help the officer determine how large a loan you qualify for. Thank you for listening.